Muscle loss after 60 is one of the most significant yet least discussed health challenges older adults face. Many seniors notice it slowly at first. Walking becomes a little harder, standing up from a chair feels heavier, climbing stairs takes more effort, and simple tasks like carrying groceries or opening jars begin to require more strength than before. These changes can feel alarming, but most people assume they're simply the normal part of aging. That assumption prevents many older adults from getting the support, nutrition, and strategies they need to stay strong, independent, and active for years to come. What I want you to know today is this: muscle loss after 60 is preventable, treatable, and often reversible, especially if you nourish your body correctly in the morning. In fact, the way you start your day can determine how your muscles behave for the next 24 hours. The foods you choose, or don't choose, can either protect your strength or accelerate the loss of it. Muscle loss after 60 is known as sarcopenia, and it affects nearly half of all adults over 65. Many people assume sarcopenia is a disease, but it's actually a natural process that becomes harmful only when left untreated. You don't wake up one morning and suddenly lose muscle. It happens slowly, steadily, and silently. On the surface, it may show up as weakness, instability, or fatigue. But inside the body, sarcopenia affects metabolism, energy, balance, blood sugar, and even mood. Most seniors don't realize that their morning meal is one of the biggest factors influencing how fast or how slowly sarcopenia progresses. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing, breaking down, and using protein. Your muscles become more resistant to growth, meaning they require stronger signals and more consistent nourishment to rebuild. Overnight, while you sleep, your body naturally breaks down muscle to regulate blood sugar. When you wake up, your muscles are ready to rebuild, but only if you give them the right ingredients. If you skip breakfast, or if your breakfast is mostly carbohydrates like toast, cereal, pastries, or fruit alone, you miss the window in which muscle rebuilding is most powerful. This contributes to weakness, slower recovery, and increased muscle loss throughout the day. Many seniors who complain about feeling weak in the morning are actually experiencing something called overnight muscle catabolism, a natural process that can be reversed simply by eating a muscle-focused morning meal. This is why I created this guide, to show you the 3 morning foods that slow muscle loss more effectively than most commercial protein shakes. Yes, I know that many older adults grow frustrated with constant advertisements for powders, supplements, and formula drinks that promise strength and energy. But here's the truth: your body responds far better to natural foods than to manufactured shakes. Real foods contain fiber, minerals, natural amino acids, and enzymes that your muscles recognize and use efficiently. Protein shakes, while convenient, often contain artificial sweeteners, gums, fillers, and sugars that irritate digestion, spike blood sugar, or pass through the body too quickly to be useful. Before we break down the 3 foods, let's look briefly at what happens inside the body during muscle loss. Between ages 60 and 80, most adults lose 30 to 50% of their muscle mass if they don't intervene. This isn't just about strength. Muscle is a metabolic organ. It burns calories, regulates blood sugar, supports bone density, and protects joints. When muscle declines, your risk of falls increases dramatically. Your metabolism slows, blood sugar becomes harder to control, body fat increases. Even cognitive decline becomes more likely when mobility and muscle strength decrease. But among all the factors that influence sarcopenia, exercise, sleep, hormones, medications, and chronic illness, nutrition is the one you have the most control over every single day. And among all the nutritional choices you make, your breakfast has the biggest impact because it determines how your muscles behave from the moment you wake up. The first food I recommend, and the food with the strongest research supporting it, is eggs. Eggs are one of nature's most complete muscle rebuilding foods. They contain high-quality protein with all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle growth more than any other. After 60, Your muscles require nearly twice as much leucine to stimulate repair compared to younger adults. This is why many older people eat enough total protein but still lose muscle. They are missing the specific amino acids that activate muscle-building pathways. A single egg contains roughly half a gram of leucine. Eating 2 to 3 eggs in the morning gives your body the precise amino acid profile it needs to shift from muscle breakdown to muscle rebuilding. This effect is something protein shakes often fail to deliver because many powders lack leucine-rich proteins or are processed in ways that reduce amino acid absorption. Eggs also have other benefits for seniors. They contain vitamin D, which supports bone health and strength, choline, which strengthens nerve and muscle communication, selenium, which helps reduce inflammation, and fatty acids that improve hormone regulation. For seniors with blood sugar challenges, eggs provide a stabilizing effect that prevents crashes and cravings. And unlike shakes, eggs digest slowly enough to provide your muscles with a steady stream of nutrients throughout the morning. The second morning food that stops muscle loss more effectively than protein shakes is Greek yogurt. Not regular yogurt, but specifically Greek yogurt, which contains nearly double the protein and has a thicker, more nutrient-dense profile. Greek yogurt is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually, feeding your muscles steadily for hours. This prevents the muscle breakdown that often occurs between breakfast and lunch in older adults. Greek yogurt also contains calcium, essential for muscle contraction, and probiotics, which support digestion and reduce inflammation, 2 factors that become increasingly important with age. Seniors with digestive issues often have difficulty tolerating protein shakes, which can create gas, bloating, or discomfort. Greek yogurt is gentler on the stomach and far more effective for long-term muscle preservation. The third morning food, and perhaps the most overlooked, is oatmeal. Many people think of oatmeal as simply a heart-healthy breakfast, but for seniors, its benefits go far beyond cholesterol support. Oatmeal provides slow-release carbohydrates that protect the body from muscle breakdown. When your body doesn't have enough glucose in the morning, it begins breaking down muscle fibers to stabilize blood sugar. Oatmeal prevents this by giving you a steady, gentle supply of energy that protects your muscle tissue. Oatmeal is also rich in beta-glucan fiber, which reduces inflammation, a key contributor to muscle loss after 60. It contains magnesium, which is essential for muscle relaxation and recovery, and B vitamins, which help convert food into usable energy for muscle cells. Oatmeal, combined with eggs or Greek yogurt, creates a complete breakfast that stabilizes blood sugar, fuels muscles, and supports digestion throughout the morning. Now, while I want to focus on these 3 foods, it's equally important to understand what not to eat in the morning if you're trying to protect your muscles. Many seniors begin their day with cereal, toast, fruit alone, coffee with sugar, or pastries. These foods cause your blood sugar to spike and crash. When that crash happens, your body begins pulling amino acids out of your muscles to stabilize blood sugar, accelerating muscle loss, and causing fatigue and weakness later in the day. Skipping breakfast entirely has the same effect. Many older adults say, "I don't feel hungry in the morning." But that lack of hunger is often a sign of slowed metabolism, not of healthy regulation. Eating a protein-rich breakfast reactivates your metabolism, sharpens brain function, and restores muscle-building signals that may have been dormant overnight. There is also something deeply emotional about muscle loss that many seniors never talk about. Losing strength can make you feel vulnerable, frustrated, or dependent. It can reduce confidence and affect willingness to socialize or be active. Some people begin avoiding stairs, long walks, or outings because they fear fatigue or falls. They start shrinking their movement, shrinking their confidence, and shrinking their world. This emotional side matters. But what I want to tell you is this: you can reclaim strength at any age. I have seen patients in their 70s and 80s regain enough muscle to walk confidently again, lift safely, garden longer, climb stairs without pain, and enjoy life in ways they thought were gone forever. The first step is always nutrition, especially breakfast. The body cannot rebuild strength without the building blocks provided by food. Exercise amplifies those benefits, but food enables them. Eating these three foods consistently, eggs, Greek yogurt, and oatmeal, sets the foundation every senior needs to age with strength, not weakness. To take this even further, I often recommend combining these foods into balanced morning routines. Eggs plus oatmeal for long-lasting energy and muscle repair. Greek yogurt plus berries plus nuts for strength, digestion, and antioxidants. Scrambled eggs plus spinach plus mushrooms for added vitamins and fiber. Oatmeal plus Greek yogurt swirl for a complete protein-carbohydrate balance. This first half of our conversation is about understanding why these foods matter. Part 2 will go deeper into red flags that indicate muscle loss, what's normal versus not normal after 60, morning routines that reverse sarcopenia, foods to avoid, how seniors can rebuild muscle even in their late 70s and 80s, a practical 7-day breakfast plan, supplements that actually help and which ones are a waste, warning signs that mean you should talk to your doctor, and most importantly, we'll talk about how to protect your independence, because muscle strength after 60 is one of the greatest predictors of how long you stay active and capable. Now that we've laid the foundation for understanding why these three morning foods are so powerful after 60, it's important to take a deeper look at what muscle loss actually looks like in everyday life. Many older adults mistakenly assume muscle loss is only about shrinking arms or weaker legs, but the truth is much more complex. Sarcopenia affects balance, metabolism, blood sugar, energy levels, and even emotional well-being. And if you know how to recognize early signs, you can intervene before the decline becomes noticeable. One of the earliest signs of muscle loss is something most people overlook: fatigue that doesn't match your level of activity. You may feel tired even after light tasks, or you may find yourself taking more breaks during activities that were easy a few years ago. This is because muscle isn't just for movement, it stores energy. When your muscle mass decreases, so does your energy reserve. Suddenly, daily life feels heavier, not because you're older, but because your energy batteries are physically smaller. Another subtle sign is instability or unsteadiness, especially when turning, stepping off a curb, or standing up from a chair. Muscle supports your joints and works with your nerves to keep you steady. When muscles weaken, you lose microcontrol, those tiny stabilizing signals your body uses to send automatically. Seniors often describe it as, "I feel shaky," or "I feel wobbly when I turn." This is an early warning signal, not an inevitable part of aging. A third sign is a change in walking speed. Research shows that walking speed is one of the strongest indicators of longevity. When muscle mass declines, your walking rhythm slows down without you realizing it. You may take smaller steps, feel more cautious, or become winded faster. This can happen even if you walk daily. And again, this is why morning nutrition is crucial. Exercise alone cannot rebuild what isn't being fueled. One of the most concerning signs, and one that seniors almost never mention unless asked, is difficulty rising from low seats, couches, or the floor. You may feel like your legs no longer respond quickly, or you may need to push off with your hands. These are not just aging, they are clear markers of quadriceps and glute weakness, two of the most important muscle groups for balance and independence. Without intervention, this decline increases fall risk significantly. And then there are the emotional and mental signs of muscle loss, something many people aren't aware of. When your muscles weaken, your body produces fewer protective hormones. You release more inflammatory chemicals, which can affect mood, anxiety levels, and sleep. Seniors losing muscle often describe feeling more drained, less motivated, or emotionally flat. They think it's psychological, but often it's biological. Your muscles are metabolic organs. When they shrink, your hormonal environment changes too. This is why your morning nutrition matters far more than people realize. The right foods restore the metabolic signals that help regulate energy, strength, hormones, and mood. Eggs, Greek yogurt, and oatmeal aren't just healthy foods. They act like biochemical messages telling your body, build, repair, strengthen. Now let's talk about a topic that worries many seniors silently: weight gain during muscle loss. Many people notice their stomach grows softer, their arms become thinner, and their legs lose shape, all while their waistline expands. This happens because muscle burns calories even when you're resting. When you lose muscle, your metabolism slows down. Suddenly, food that never caused weight gain before now easily turns into fat. The belly area is especially affected because abdominal fat reacts strongly to hormonal shifts, inflammation, and muscle decline. But here's the good news. Eating the 3 morning foods we've discussed can help restore your metabolism naturally. Muscle burns calories, and the more muscle you preserve, the more efficiently your metabolism runs. Seniors who eat balanced, protein-rich breakfasts tend to experience better weight control than those who skip breakfast or eat sugary meals. Studies show that older adults who consume adequate morning protein maintain higher metabolic rates and have fewer fluctuations in weight over time. Now let's go deeper into exactly how these foods help you in ways protein shakes cannot. Why eggs outperform protein shakes for seniors. Eggs contain whole nutrients that are often missing in powders. Many older adults don't realize that muscle growth depends not just on protein, but on the nutrients that support protein absorption. These include vitamin D, B12, choline, selenium, and omega-3 fats. These vitamins and minerals help regulate hormones, nerve function, and muscle contractions. Protein shakes usually lack these essential micronutrients, making them less effective than whole foods like eggs. Eggs are also gentler on digestion. Many seniors experience bloating, diarrhea, or stomach cramps from whey or plant-based protein powders, especially if they contain gums, sweeteners, or fillers. Eggs digest slowly enough to provide sustained energy without overwhelming the stomach. And because they contain natural fats, eggs improve nutrient absorption and help stabilize blood sugar. Why Greek yogurt supports longevity and independence. Greek yogurt stands out because it contains both fast-digesting and slow-digesting proteins. Whey protein gives you a quick boost, while casein provides a long-lasting stream of amino acids. This combination keeps your muscles fed for hours, something protein shakes struggle to do because they digest too quickly. In addition, Greek yogurt's probiotics help reduce inflammation, which is one of the biggest causes of muscle loss in seniors. When inflammation rises, muscle breakdown increases. When inflammation decreases, muscle repair improves. This is why seniors who eat fermented foods often have better mobility and lower disease risk. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium and potassium, minerals that support muscle contraction, nerve communication, and hydration. Without proper hydration and electrolytes, muscles cramp easily and fatigue faster. Greek yogurt helps prevent that. Why oatmeal protects your muscles from morning breakdown. A common misconception is that seniors should avoid carbohydrates, but carbohydrates are essential for preserving muscle, especially in the morning. When your blood sugar is too low, your body breaks down muscle tissue to raise it. Oatmeal provides slow, natural carbohydrates that stabilize your blood sugar gently and prevent this muscle breakdown. Oatmeal's fiber improves digestion, reduces inflammation, and helps manage cholesterol. But most importantly, oatmeal protects your muscles during the hours between breakfast and lunch. This is why seniors who eat oatmeal in the morning consistently perform better on strength and mobility tests than those who skip carbohydrates. Now let's talk about what is normal and not normal in your journey to preserve muscle. What's normal after 60 slower muscle growth compared to younger adults? Feeling stiff when first waking up, needing more protein to stimulate muscle repair. Longer warm-up time for exercise. Mild slowing of walking speed. Some decline in grip strength. Needing more recovery time after activity. These are normal patterns of aging, but they are not reasons to give up. They are reasons to adjust. What's not normal after 60? Rapid loss of strength within months, difficulty rising from chairs, sudden imbalance or frequent stumbles, unexplained weight loss, severe fatigue unrelated to exercise, falling backward or sideways unexpectedly, trouble carrying light bags, climbing stairs becoming suddenly difficult, feeling weak after minor illnesses. These signs point to accelerated muscle loss or medical conditions requiring attention. They shouldn't be ignored. Your doctor should be informed, especially if weakness appears suddenly. Now let's go deeper into how to rebuild muscle after 60, even if you feel like your strength has already declined. Step 1. Start your morning with complete protein plus stabilizing carbs. Your muscle-building window is strongest in the first 2 hours after waking. Here are ideal combinations: eggs plus oatmeal, Greek yogurt plus nuts plus berries, egg omelet with vegetables plus small bowl of oats, Greek yogurt parfait with seeds and fruit, scrambled eggs plus avocado plus whole oats. These meals provide everything your muscles need: protein, leucine, healthy fats, fiber, antioxidants, and a stable energy source. Step 2. Add 10 minutes of morning movement. You don't need high-intensity workouts, you simply need activation. Marching in place, light resistance band exercises, gentle squats holding a chair, wall push-ups, ankle and hip mobility stretches. Just 10 minutes increases muscle sensitivity to protein and helps strengthen your core and legs. Step 3. Drink enough water. Muscle cells need hydration to build new tissue. Seniors often drink too little water, leading to fatigue, cramps, and weakness. Add 1 glass of water upon waking to support muscle recovery. Step 4. Eat enough protein throughout the day. After 60, you should aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Eggs, yogurt, fish, chicken, beans, tofu, lentils, nuts, and seeds all help. Step 5. Strengthen the legs specifically. Strong legs prevent falls, increase independence, and maintain mobility. Simple exercises like chair stands, step-ups, or mini squats build leg muscle effectively. Step 6. Be aware of medications that cause muscle loss. Statins, steroids, some blood pressure medicines, and certain diabetes medications can accelerate muscle loss. Never stop them. Just talk to your doctor if you experience sudden weakness. Step 7. Consider simple supplements, not required but optional. Vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3 fish oil, creatine monohydrate, safe for most seniors. These support muscle repair and reduce inflammation. Now let's finish with one of the most important messages I can share as a doctor. Strong muscles mean independence. Weak muscles mean dependence. Your ability to live independently, to cook, walk, shop, clean, garden, travel, climb stairs, and enjoy life, depends heavily on your muscle mass. The foods you choose in the morning are directly connected to your future quality of life. I want you to know that it's never too late to rebuild strength. I have seen patients in their 80s regain the ability to climb stairs. I've seen patients in their 70s dramatically improve balance. I've seen seniors go from falling frequently to walking confidently again. With the right morning foods, the right movement, and the right mindset, your body can improve at any age. And you deserve that strength, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel capable. You deserve to wake up with confidence. And your muscles deserve the nourishment that supports you every single day. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this video gave you clarity or encouragement, I want to invite you to subscribe to Senior Vitality Clinic. We're building a community where adults over 60 can learn the truth about their health without fear, confusion, or judgment. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover next, please leave a comment below. I read every question myself, and your suggestions guide future videos. And if you know someone over 60 who needs this information, please share this video. A simple share can give someone the strength, confidence, and health direction they've been missing for years. Most importantly, remember, your muscle health is your independence. Talk to your doctor about anything you heard today that applies to your situation. You deserve personalized, respectful medical care at every age. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.